Left legs, you are going to be wrapping it counterclockwise. Right legs, you're going to be wrapping clockwise. So you have your polo wrap that is wrapped up, ready to go on the leg. So it's going to be inside out before it goes on the leg. You want the bulk of the fabric to be facing you. You don't want the bulk of the fabric to be facing the leg. This is incorrect. You want it to be facing you this way. You're going to start just below the knee. I like to put my fingers on the edge of the wrap in between the cannon bone and the tendon. When you're wrapping, you never, ever, ever crank the wrap tight around the tendon. You hold a little tension around the cannon bone, and then you maintain even tension around the tendon. You want even sections, and you want even pressure. So, I'm going to start here. I'm going to hold even pressure. I'm going to add a little bit of tension around the cannon bone. Try to keep my sections even. Then, when you get down here, you're going to make a V shape and going to scoop and support the suspensory ligament on the back of the leg, like so. Make sure you have no folds in the fabric, and then you're going to make your way back up the leg. You don't want any wrinkles in your wraps, like so. Let's ignore the fact that his socks are a little bit orange. So I get a lot of questions about how I get my Velcros even. It depends on the wrap and it depends on the horse's leg. Every horse is going to be a little bit different in order to gauge how to get the Velcros even. So these are the Incrediwear Equine wraps. These are the only things I'll use on my horse's legs. I use these on Titan all the time. So I know when I start the wraps, I'm going to start the wrap the same way. Again, this way you're going to go clockwise on the right leg, goes the same for the front and the back. I have the bulk of the fabric facing me. I'm going to start where I always start here. So I know that I have to wrap 5 times down his leg before I start the V in order to get my Velcros the same. So I'm going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to go 6 is here, scoop the suspensory, keeping even tension, 7, 8 around the back, 9, 10, 11, oh baby, and 12. So I know that's how many times it wraps around my horse's leg to get an even Velcro on both legs. Something important to note, if you wrap one leg, you want to wrap the other leg. You don't want one person to do this leg and one person to do this leg, because you will put different amounts of tension. You want the same amount of tension per leg, even tension, even pressure. Sometimes on the very first wrap, you have to wrap the second wrap almost directly over that so it stays in place, and then you can have even wraps down the leg and back up. Always making sure you're supporting that suspensory ligament. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And yes, the Incrediwear wraps are the wraps that you can hose down and they ice your horse's legs. I get asked this all the time, and I get asked if I would recommend them. I highly recommend them. They're the only things I'll use on my horse's legs. And this is the new drop, the white drop, so cute. But it does make his socks look really orange, so I definitely need to make sure his socks are clean before I get seen in public with these. There's the back.